Hello, traders. This is addzeros. Today I had a decent day and I wanted to share you a quick trades. Yeah, as you know that uh, on the next month I'm gonna take one session on how to build your trade book and how you play your edge, how you refine your trades, and this is the where I wanted to show you that how important is to stay focused on your trades. So, first trade I have traded the Mara. If you look at the Mara, what I did, this is typical gap and go and the extended stock. Uh, so, if you look at the daily, you will see that it was extended. And if you go back to the pre-market show where I have discussed that this is a extended stock and I'm gonna watch today because there was not many gappers today. And what happened here? The first minute candle it was gap down. This is the previous day close. It tried to go up of the pre-market ranges, rejected strongly, came back down. The moment it came down, I basically short it here with a small size because when you trade this with the big candles, essentially your stop loss is almost 87 cents. So what I did, I played very small, so I stay so then I can have a good risk to reward ratio. And if you see here, this is the way I played. So I put my first entry here, and immediately when it dropped back, I basically closed the transaction. 50% of my partial, I took it here. Then it consolidated, and then second minute one consolidated, and I thought this is gonna breaking down now. So I added into my position, and my stop loss was the break of this. And you see here, I already put the stop loss here, and that's the way I added into my position. And was my biggest trade of the day where I made $1,000 profit. And the reason being only I went very small because the upper candle are too large, and if it spike up it can easily spike you down and you can easily turn into your losing trade. The second trade I traded SFix. SFix was not into my list, but it was on my scanner, and in scanner it popped up. So what I did, I traded on this minute, which is on the 10th minute. So let me go back to the 5 minute charts. And it's very important for you to have the real-time scanners as well, so you can see what it does. So basically, if you look at this, this is making a bull flag, and I usually play this kind of a setup only if it's give you a very good entry at the VWAP as well. So I basically entered on the break of this candle, but I didn't realize that this stock was spready at the time when I traded. And what happened is that my entry, I was trying to trade here somewhere, but my entry went very too much far away. Let me show you that. So see, this is the FX trade. I basically placed the order here, but it uh, because of the spread, I got the fill here at the 55.50. So it's almost 40-cent spread. And then now my risk is almost double because I was thinking my stop loss would be the VWAP. Now, if you look at the distance to the VWAP is too much, and it was very small. So the moment it went very flat, quickly flat, I basically added into the high of the day of the break. I added into that. It took me in because of the spread, and the moment it broke, I immediately took the first partial. And the big partial because it's 500 shares. I don't want to take a big risk here because if you look at it, this was spready, and then I left the remaining 200 shares just to move around. And then I had one more partial with not too much profit. I think is only I only got 50 cents out of it, so it's only this. Then the third trade I had, and that is, remember, this is also my trade book edge, and I only look at it when it's gapping up, strong momentum with a nice volume, uh, over the VWAP. So this is in my trade book. I do not trade trades which are not in my trade book, because then it was difficult for you to have the probability work for you. The next one I trade the ACAD. ACAD was a second day play, and today, even today as well, it was in the range. Like the yesterday, it was in the range. It didn't break the whole day. If we just look at the 30-minute chart, you will see that it's just consolidating here. It's really not giving the edge. So I entered into the trade somewhere around uh, 10, 10 here. Okay, I basically entered here when it made the bear flag. So first bear flag went up. Second bear flag, if you look at it, this is a L-shaped bear flag. I entered basically here, 20 to 70. It came a little bit down. In fact, I waited for to break the view. I entered here, and then it just stopped me out, and immediately moved back up and stopped me out. So this one is just a channel play, the useless stock. Next one I had on the KLIC. This one I was looking at since morning. Even if you look at it, this I was when I was trading SFX, this was on my screen. So I was wanting to trade this in the morning, but I was not getting a right opportunity to play. So initially, it was very low volume, so I was not trusting this. But it broke down, tried to make an L, and then broke. But I was waiting to have the first green candle, and then I went away. So once he made the bear flag, and went up, I say, okay, now if it's gonna break this level 55, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go short. But it never broke, and then it went up, up, and up. And I was looking at it the yesterday high. This is the yesterday high. If you look at it here, this was a yesterday high, and it touched it and immediately rejected it. So I was thinking to go short here. I was thinking to go short here, but then I think no, no, not sorry, not at this point. Uh, at this point, when it came once, it went back up twice. The moment it rejected twice, second time, and it made the bear flag, I was thinking to go short here. But since the volume was too less and there was not a big, you know, candle or strong candles, I was just waiting. I don't know what you're gonna do. It came down, touched the VWAP, moved back up, and then again came down. Then when it came down back again, I shorted under 56. So this was my entry here. And then it came down, pulled back up, came down here. I took some profit here, and then it moved back up. I added into my position. I took some partial off, and I put my stop loss here. And on this candle, I was basically stopped out, and I'm glad I stopped out because this was my level. If you look at it, let me show you. This 55 was my level, and why it was a level? Because it was first it was a low of the day. It was close to the low of the day. It was a whole number. Yesterday VWAP is close to that, and also if you look at the 2 days ago, if you look at the daily candle, if you look at the daily candle, I marked this because this is almost the half of the size of this candle. So this is almost $2.31, and this was almost $4. So I was thinking that if it's gonna come close to this whole number. So that was I was thinking that because it's still in the momentum, so it might just gonna give a little bit pullback, not the complete pullback. So therefore, I do not want to take a risk. The moment it went back up, I just stopped out and I made around same $287, almost 50 cents of the 500 shares. So that's the way I traded today. Hope you like the recap, and if you like the recap, please give me a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. And hope you have also enjoyed today's Norms interview, and give me a feedback that how did you like that interview as well.